This is the Bagley Flyers News with your hosts, Remy Skuse with the lunch menu, Livy Tigey with the positive action word of the week, Ruby Schnellbach with Journey Through America, Ari Bushy with the Literacy Zone and our camera person, Carter Deardahl with Sports, Gavin Wagner with Sports, Jesse Durkin with the Orbit Report, Elsie Larson with Announcements and the Critter Corner.
The lunch menu for this week is, on Monday, cheeseburger with veggie fixings, tater tots, and peaches. On Tuesday, chicken Alfredo pasta, carrots, tropical fruit, and a breadstick. On Wednesday, pulled pork on a bun, sun chips, creamy coleslaw, and pears. On Thursday, soft shell taco with veggie fixings, refried beans, and applesauce. On Friday, it's breakfast for lunch with a cheesy omelet, fruit and veggie bar, and a croissant. Bon appetit!
Here's this week's Journey Through America. November 16th is National Indiana Day. So in honor of that, we are visiting Indiana, the Hoosier State. Indiana's state capital is Indianapolis. Indiana became the 19th U.S. state in 1816. It is the 38th largest state geographically. Its population is almost 7 million, which ranks 17th in the U.S. for people. Indiana is broken into regions. In the north, explore everything from the scenic landscapes to glass art to historic mansions and the statue of Flick from A Christmas Story with his tongue stuck to the pole. You can even dive into Indiana's automotive museums, circus heritage at the Hall of Fame, and military history. In the central part of the state, check out road trip worthy attractions like the Guinness World Record Rockin' Chair, 8 of the state parks, and lakes. Cultural institutions that appeal to art aficionados, history buffs, and nature lovers, including the covered bridge capital of the world. In the South region, visit rolling landscapes with waterways and underground caverns. Standout community like the world's largest anatomically accurate brain at the university, and historic sites that explore the earliest days of Indiana statehood. While we don't have an Indiana travel guide yet, one is on the way and will be available for you so you can check out in the library. You can find out more about Indiana by navigating to visitindiana.com. If you visited some cool places and would like to add your picture to the wall in the library, you can either bring in a picture or have your parents email the picture to Mr. Reynolds, and his email is tipped below. We'll hope you join us on our journey through America. See you for our next adventure.
In our literacy zone, we're going to look at your benchmark lesson and step into the world of books and words. You are learning about government and citizenship. A government is like the rules and leaders that help keep a community safe and organized. Kind of like your teacher and the rules in your classroom that help your teacher lead and helps everyone get along. Citizenship means being a part of the community and following those rules. However, you have the rights and responsibilities to make your community a better place, just like you have responsibilities in your classroom to be a good student. If you're looking for book ideas about government and citizenship, you can ask Miss Hancy for help. Remember, reading is like a superpower. It helps your brain get stronger and lets your imagination grow.
This week's positive action is a wrap of the physical and intellectual health unit. Throughout this unit, we have talked about what it means to be healthy, showing physical, mental, or emotional well-being. We have defined wellness as the act of practicing healthy habits on a daily basis. We have discussed that it's important to be creative because life requires daily acts of imagination and novel workarounds. We have described curiosity as the desire to investigate and learn. Finally, we have told you that confidence is the feeling or belief that you can rely on someone or something. All of these ideas, healthy wellness, creativity, curiosity, and confidence, make up the positive action wrap-up of the physical and intellectual health unit.
I'm Carter. And I'm Gavin. And here's what's happening in sports this week. In professional sports this week, the Minnesota Vikings play the Green Bay Packers, the Minnesota Wild play the Carolina Hurricanes, Pittsburgh Penguins, and Winnipeg Jets. The Minnesota Timberwolves play the Dallas Mavericks, Washington Wizards, and Phoenix Suns.
This week, we look at former NBA player Larry Bird.
also known as the Hick from French lick or Larry Legend. Bird was born in West Baden Springs in 1956 and attended high school in French Lick. He attended Indiana State University where he took the Sycamores to the NCAA championship game against Magic Johnson and the Michigan State Spartans in 1979. That year, he also won National College Player of the Year. Bird was the 6th overall pick by the Boston Celtics in 1978. He led the Celtics to 5 NBA Finals appearances and 3 NBA championships. Bird was a 12-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA first-teamer, 2-time NBA Finals MVP, was NBA MVP 3 times in a row from 1984 to 1986, and won the NBA three-point contest 3 times in a row. Larry Legend was voted one of the 50 greatest NBA players of all time and has the Eastern Conference Finals MVP named after him. He was a member of the Olympic Dream Team that won the gold medal in 1992. As a coach, he led the Indiana Pacers to the NBA Finals in 2000. Finally, he's been inducted into every Basketball Hall of Fame, some even multiple times, including the NBA Hall of Fame in 1998. Please check the athletics calendar on the school's website or your favorite social media platform to stay on schedule with dates, times, and opponents for upcoming Flyers activities. That's our sports wrap-up. Now go make your own highlights.
It's time for the Orbit Report, where we give you fun facts about planets and what to look for in phases of the moon. This week we are going to share some fun facts about Uranus. You might not see it, but Uranus has 13 rings that are in 2 different sets. The inner rings are dark and gray, whereas the outer rings are blue and red. One day on Uranus takes about 17 hours, which is the time it takes Uranus to rotate on its axis once, and to make a complete orbit around the sun. It takes Uranus about 84 Earth years, so you'd probably only have 1 birthday in your whole life if you lived on Uranus. For the moon phase this week, it will be in a waning crescent phase, with 6% of the moon visible. The moon will be in its 27th day of the 29-day cycle. On Thursday, the moon will enter a new moon phase. During this phase, the moon is too close to the sun in the sky to be visible. The moon rises and sets with the sun and is not present in the night sky. Because of this, the night sky is darker. That's this week's trip around the Orbit Report. Until next time, shine on!
Here are this week's announcements. November is National Native American Heritage Month. During the month, we celebrate Indigenous people past and present. We rededicate ourselves to honoring tribal sovereignty, promoting tribal self-determination, and upholding the United States' solemn trust and treaty responsibilities to sovereign nations. In 1990, President George H.W. Bush signed a joint resolution by Congress to observe November as National Native American Heritage Month. In 2009, President Barack Obama signed the Native American Heritage Day resolution, designating the Friday after Thanksgiving as Native American Heritage Day. Don't forget to keep collecting those pop tabs to the Ronald McDonald House. Bring your pop tabs to Mrs. Lugger's 5th grade classroom. The grade that collects the most pop tabs will earn a prize. Here are Carter and Ruby with an update on how the collecting is going so far.
Here's an update on the pop tabs.
In first place is 2nd grade with a tub and a half.
In second place is 3rd grade with half a tub, and in 3rd place is 4th grade with half a tub.
Keep collecting those pop tabs!
If your child would like to participate in the Youth Winter Basketball Program for grades 2 to 6, you can register by either filling out the online registration using the link or by completing the form provided to your child. The information is on our school's website and the first practice is on November 22nd. Congratulations to those students who leveled up in Lexia this week. To celebrate, we'll put your names on the announcements in the cafeteria. Finally, in our Critter Corner, in honor of Mickey Mouse's birthday on November 18th, let's look at some fun facts about mice. Mickey Mouse was created in 1928. There are more than 30 known species of mice. A mouse eats 15 to 20 times a day. Mice tails can grow as long as their bodies. A baby mouse is called a pinky or a pup. A female mouse is called a doe and a male mouse is called a buck. And a mouse only lives about 1 to 2 years. We are at the tail end of our news. Time to scurry off. See you next week. Have a good week.
Thank you for watching our latest newscast. If you enjoyed our news, please show your support by liking, and subscribing. Also, don't forget to hit the notification button so you don't miss on any new post.